Ready, Freddie?
Sure.
Good.
Let's go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the F1 Debrief podcast. It is 10 p.m. on a Monday night. Bringing a
Yep.
podcast. It's race week at Singapore. Haven't had Singapore since 2019, when Sebastian Vettel won the Grand Prix, which we have not seen. Actually, was that his
Was that the
last?
year he won from he got pulled from the garage?
Was it?
I don't remember. That's why I'm
I
asking.
don't remember this race. I don't
Oh, I
remember.
don't
He
know.
I
I
got
don't.
just I
pulled
just see
from the
clips of
garage.
it.
I don't even remember that being a stat of Vettel's, but I could see it happening.
But
My
how can
question
you
is,
pull from?
oh, you mean P1? You mean winning the race from the pit lane, Evan?
Did he?
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. No, he qualified. He qualified. He got pulled from the garage. He literally just went out in one lap.
Now I gotta look it up, man.
I see
Oh
what
no,
you
he
mean.
was at Ferrari. He was at Ferrari 2019. I take it back. I take it back. It was I forget what year. It was one of the years he won the.
Championship and Red Bull.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is a while ago. But my question was, this his last victory?
I don't remember.
Or am I tripping? Gosh, we're getting off topic right away here.
Well, you're asking
Um,
questions I don't
well,
have answers to. I was at work like the whole week.
okay.
Last
Well,
win is Singapore.
I'm gonna say yeah.
yeah, it
I think
was.
so. Yeah.
What the wild. Wild, 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 wild. Anyways,
2019.
2019
yeah,
was
wow,
his last win.
that's crazy. That's very crazy. Yeah, and he kind of dominated that race. Anyway, so yeah, he was in first. Um, Charles Leclerc was in second, and Max was in third. Then Lewis and Valtteri. Anyways, so we got a race week. We're coming back from a 3-week break. Quite a long break, another kind of summer break, but I feel like it went by pretty quickly for me. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the break.
I've been keeping busy.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. My head hasn't been fully on F1 because I feel like at this point we know the outcome of the season. Like it's kind of done. So we're trying to keep ourselves entertained as much
Hear
as we
me out.
can.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Leclerc still has a chance,
What?
but
Whoa! You need some major
I'm kidding.
explanation,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The chances are very slim.
dude. Yeah,
Max
that's
is gonna win it like in Japan.
that's 1 in a million, bro. He would literally have to win every race, and I think Max would have to DNF every race.
Not
Wonder
DNF.
what
He'd just
the
have to.
Vegas
He'd
Or
have
get out of the
to
points. Get out of the
finish.
points.
You'd have to. You'd have to finish. I think out of seventh or below.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, imagine what that's a big what if. What if that happened? Like, how crazy would that be?
No, I don't think that'll happen because Max. That would mean that Max would have to finish the race in either seventh place or less for the next six races, while Leclerc has to win every single race from here on out.
That's wild, bro.
I know Sergio Perez hasn't been doing amazing this year, but I don't think Leclerc can win every single one, even though Checo hasn't been
Yeah, no, I
comfortable.
get that. Another thing I want to bring up is we gotta look at the points again. But so we've got Singapore, then Japanese Grand Prix, United States, Mexican, Brazil, and then Abu Dhabi. So 6 races left to see who will come out in second place, basically. But
Right now, there's 9 points that separate Leclerc and Perez.
really, okay.
Leclerc on 219 and Perez on 210.
Who do you think will come out on top?
Oh, looking at it right now, I want to say Leclerc,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just feel bad for the calls that Ferrari's been making for him.
I think it's gotta be Leclerc because I feel like Leclerc is definitely he's been consistently driving good. I feel like he's had a few mistakes on his own. He's had a few
Yeah,
mistakes on his own for sure. But Ferrari have mostly been the ones that have boned him. I think Checo's just been off the pace.
that is true. I mean, even if Checo can't knock him off, Mercedes. I'm not gonna say they're right there, but they're pretty close.
I mean, yeah, George is definitely in contention for third
Yeah.
too if Checo falls off. So that's
Yeah, he's
interesting.
sitting on 203, so
Yeah, so it'll be a
it's
close
a close
battle.
fight.
And I'm not sure what upgrades are being brought, but I'm sure all the teams are gonna be bringing out all the
Um,
stops.
I don't know either, but I'm pretty sure that Red Bull's reducing their weight in
Okay.
Singapore, so that's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, and I know I said this earlier in the year, but I think Ferrari can still get. I think Ferrari will probably get second place in the constructors. I was pretty. I think I was pretty. I was like Mercedes got this, but I mean, I feel like Ferrari have been getting better since the other f ups. So
I mean, so is Mercedes.
true.
Mercedes is less than 30 points behind Ferrari
Yeah.
right now.
I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting.
We'll see.
So anyways, we've got news of the actually, one thing I want to talk about is I think it's funny because I don't know if you guys remember at the beginning of the season, the FIA was like every team has to have two young drivers
Right.
testing, and almost I think every single team still has to do like at least one driver testing, which is kind of funny that they're all waiting until the very end of the season.
Well, they want. I think they just want to get their drivers used to the car instead of having to play catch up the whole time.
That makes sense. I could see that happening for sure. But earlier last week or sometime we got information of the 2023 calendar. So in the 2020 this year there was going to be 23 races, but obviously Russia got booted, so there's and I don't think a race got replaced, did they?
Nope.
No, yeah.
They thought about it, but nothing came.
So yeah, this year we have 22 races. Next year is going to be 24 races. So that's a lot of racing. And as a
Yeah.
fan, I think we always want more, but I feel like
You want more exciting races, no, not just. I mean, races are nice, but you want exciting
true.
races.
I would definitely take a smaller season with more drama than a longer season with no drama. That's a good take.
Exactly.
That's a very good take.
What they said?
We'll
What
I'll explain my reasoning when we get into it, but yeah.
what you say, Jared?
Sorry, I was confused. You said something.
Me? I was saying
No.
I would rather take a shorter season with like more dramatic moments and like tighter racing and battles than a longer season with nothing and kind of just
Oh yeah,
bland.
hands down, yeah.
As much as like, because Formula One it's like it's very close to a year-round sport. They've only got a few months off, and even then we're still able to access the preseason testing and whatnot, and still see some of the racing and whatever they're doing. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be really strenuous on the drivers and the teams and all the just I mean, as a fan and just like even a new person in the sport, you just see the driver and you kind of see how everything works. But I've seen some of the videos where they like take like oopsie, phone went off, a deeper dive into the teams and how everything runs, and it's crazy. It's this whole business puzzle that like all just forms together, and there's so many moving parts, and it's like they're barely getting a break at all. So
Well,
it's
they
like,
don't really get a break because they're upgrading their car even over the summer over all their breaks, or not
yeah,
all the breaks, but the majority of the breaks.
no, totally.
So
So I'm
they don't
wondering.
really have any time off.
I know, I'm wondering, and I haven't heard any like complaints about it. But, like at some point, I feel like they gotta be like, okay, we gotta like just stop it at 24 or whatever the sweet spot is. Like, do you guys think there's a sweet spot number? Like, what would be your ideal race like season length?
I
Well,
feel
because it all really comes down to competition. So I don't know. Like if there's like a yeah, I don't have a set number.
You don't have a set number that you'd
I
like
would
to
say
see?
obviously I like more than how many are in their season right now?
22.
22.
Okay.
If we're still racing in Russia, it would be 23.
I think there has to be a minimum of 15 for me to be satisfied.
Okay, agreed with that. Because like back then there were only like 10, but very
Really?
different. There were small numbers, but
I think
very
there's
different
like
different
15, 16 or
circumstances.
something like that.
Different
I mean,
circumstances.
yeah, I don't know. I maybe ensure that there's like some break for the drivers and maybe some more like technology advancements. I think I'd like I don't know, 17, 20 around there.
I think my sweet number's like 20.
Yeah, I think the absolute max should be like 22.
Yeah. And that's the thing, what Formula 1 has become such a money-driven sport that like because all these racing circuits are just like, here, can we get on the calendar? We'll give you $20 million or whatever it is. Like Formula One's gonna take that like as fast as they can and run with it. And
Oh
they've
yeah.
What
said
about
there's
Monaco?
Monaco got renewed I think till 2025.
I
And
honestly couldn't tell you.
it's like it's a classic circuit, but it doesn't give any good racing. So it's like, but it gives a lot of
But
money.
it's a classic, yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing. It's like at some point F1's got to be like, okay, we need to tie it down. We need to let all these people and race engineers and the mechanics and the data people and the strategy people like have some time off. And I don't know. I think at some point if they keep going on this route, they're just gonna like combust and
Yeah.
something's gonna go wrong. But I want to go over the calendar for next year real quick. So
All right.
I'll just try to be brief. So February
Maybe
20.
just do the changes.
Oh, I don't know what the changes are, bro. I don't have that list up right now. We'll be
The
quick.
changes for the track? Or?
I don't know what tracks have been added, so we'll go over it
We'll go
quick.
through and then you'll be able to tell.
Yeah, March 5th we have Bahrain. March 19th Saudi Arabia. April 2nd Australia. April 16th China. April 30th Azerbaijan. May 7th Miami. May 21st Emilia Romagna. May 28th Monaco. June 4th Spain. June 18th Canada. July 2nd Austria. July 9th Silverstone. July 23rd. Oh, my birthday. We have to go on that one. Hungary. July
We're gonna
30th.
hungry for your birthday.
July 30th Belgium. August 27th Netherlands. September 3rd Italy. September 17th Singapore. September 24th Japan. October 8th Qatar. October 23rd USA in Austin. This is the Austin race. October 29th Mexico. November 5th Brazil. November 18th Las Vegas. And November 26th Abu Dhabi. Holy moly, that was a mouthful, bro. So
Once you got halfway, there's no stopping.
All right, so obviously China is added.
and then Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah.
But
Singapore's this year.
I don't know if there were any like swapped tracks. I don't have the list right now. I don't want to go through it right now. But yeah, so they've got Las Vegas and China. Honestly, don't know what China's track is like. Don't
The
know.
one with the what do they call it? It's that famous chicane that like makes people airborne.
Airborne.
Is it at China?
I feel like it is. You know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
Nope.
No, it's like it's a famous feature in one of these Grand Prix
Famous
tracks where
chicane.
like a lot of cars have been airborne.
But do you think it's at China?
I feel like it is in China. Something chicane.
I don't know why, but I don't know why, but it makes me feel like you're talking about the corkscrew in Laguna Seca.
No.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know what the chicane is.
Yeah.
But maybe it's China, maybe it's not. Anyways, that's the calendar. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, as a fan.
The Singapore Sling. That's what it is.
Oh, really? So that's this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Is that at the? I think that's at the very end. I think, right?
No, I
don't
think
know
it's in
where
the
it is.
mid.
No clue.
Let's look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can look up some of the videos, man. Like these cars go airborne over like a small. It's because like the curbs on the chicane. Like it's just like it's such a tight turn for them too.
I mean, it is a street track, so.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Well, I'll
Those
have to
curves
look up
are-
the chicane and get some great images and videos of cars going airborne and flying like airplanes. Anyways,
Alright, well-
so did we? No, I don't think we didn't. We didn't go over Max, did we?
No.
No. So Max has 11 wins this season. The most wins of any F1 season are 13, and there's 6 races remaining. The question is, does Max beat the record? What is it? I've got it right here. Vettel and Schumacher both hold the combined record of 13 wins in one race season. So,
What is he at again?
he's at 11, bro. And he's
Two
won,
more.
I think, 5 in a row or something?
Yeah, I think the record's 9.
In a row?
Yes, I
Oh,
think.
yeah, he's in contention for that, isn't he?
Yeah.
I actually don't know how many wins in a row there have been, but do you think he wins?
I think it's 9 by Vettel.
Gosh, Vettel's got the titles out here, the records, but I easily see Max beating this record
Yeah, the 13 race record. Yeah, I don't know about
in a row.
the races in a row, but
Agreed.
he still has a pretty good chance of that one. But 13 races, yeah, I think he might win that one for sure. He basically has it in the bag.
I feel like I'd be really shocked if he didn't.
Yeah,
This
I
race
think
should be a
everyone
little
would.
closer too. From the odds makers' standpoint.
What are the odds makers? Explain this.
So, Vegas odds are showing that
Vegas odds?
Yes,
That's
yes.
funny.
I started looking up some
Okay.
odds. Over the last Grand Prix,
He died.
Hold
died.
Hold on. Can you hear us?
the past
Jared, hello.
check.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, there you go.
Oh no,
Wait.
is it working now?
Yes, now it is. You got to
All right.
re-say everything you just said.
So, what I was saying was over the past 5 years.
Oh my gosh.
Past 5 years, blank.
Yeah, over the past 5 years. Okay, he's gone now. I think.
All right, well, we'll continue without him until he comes back to life.
Yeah, okay.
What were we on again? I forgot, honestly.
No, I don't. Oh, the
You're
records.
predicting.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, my next talking point: Williams let go. Oh, wait, but Jared's gonna want to hear this. But
I'm back.
That's if he can
hello?
hear it.
Jared.
I'm back.
Okay,
Yes.
you were
Alright.
talking. What were you talking about? We got lost.
So, I know. I was saying that over the past 5 years, there's only been one race with a winning margin greater than 5 seconds. So
Is that excluding this year?
no, I'm sorry. This is at the Singapore.
Oh, okay. Singapore
Grand
Grand Prix. Gotcha. Okay.
Wait, what? That's Italian.
Uh oh.
What is
I mean,
this?
Wi-Fi's
thing
bad.
is
Got the
about
wrong
this-
facts out.
I mean, the thing about the Singapore Grand Prix is it's super hard to pass on.
It is. I predict that whoever gets pole probably has a good percentage of winning.
That is true.
Well, Jared, once you find the right stats, feel free to join us again.
Man,
um,
that's tough.
anyways,
Yeah, organize a cheat sheet.
this is a good one, a good segue to talk about. Williams are releasing Mr. Gotifi, Jared. How do you feel about this?
That is true.
Heartbroken.
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, it was expected. How could
Yeah,
it? How could it not happen?
after Nick DeVries stepped in for Alex Albon, is the writing was on the wall.
Oh, easily. I know. I'm curious to like why I feel like they waited so long. Maybe just out of.
Well, the thing is, last year like they just got bought out last year, if I remember correctly, and
Mm,
I think Nicholas Latifi still had the contract, and obviously he brings in a lot of money for the team. Well,
gotcha.
then this year they were like, okay, we're finally stable now, so they were like, okay, we don't really need your money, so like if you're not gonna improve the team, then
Yeah.
it makes no sense. And then after Alex Albon wasn't able to participate in the last race, they're like, you know what? Like when Nick DeVries when he came in eighth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eighth. Well, Nicholas Latifi came in what 19th, 20th?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he came up towards the back of the grid, so it didn't show him in the greatest light.
I know, and that because that leads to this weekend because over this 3 week break, Alex Albon had appendicitis, so he had a surgery, and then
Right.
apparently there was a complication in the surgery.
Yeah.
And he said he's doing better now and he's recovering, but we still haven't confirmed if he's going to be racing this weekend. At least I don't know if there's been news about it.
I don't think it's confirmed, but I think it's pretty likely that he'll be able
Yeah,
to.
but I know I've heard other people say like if Nick DeVries gets in the car this weekend, not saying that he's a bad driver, but it may even hurt him because the Williams is a pretty bad car around the racetrack, and he would probably
Yeah.
just end up getting a low, position just because of how bad the Williams car has been.
Yeah.
So, but I've got another article here from the F1 about talking about who could possibly replace Nicholas Latifi at Williams. So, out of these four drivers, I'd like to hear who you guys think would replace him. So, as Kevin said and Jared said, we've got Nick DeVries, who came up clutch at Monza, getting his first ever points when it took Latifi 800 races and George like 30. And then we've got Logan Sargent, who is the American F2 driver, who there's been, some talks about him. I don't know exactly how good he is, but, there have been
Yeah.
talks about him. Then there's Antonio Giovinazzi, which this one surprised me a lot. And then there's Mick Schumacher. So those four drivers, like, are potential that I think Just Capito have talked about potentials of replacing Nicholas Latifi. Who do you guys think takes the
Um,
cake?
well, the thing is, was it
If any one of them does.
Nick DeVries? If anyone, what do you mean if anyone? You're
If,
not gonna have
I
an empty
mean, it could
seat.
be someone else. Who knows?
I mean,
Silly
we'll just
season is still in full effect.
that is true. I mean, well, the thing is about with Nick DeVries is that everyone wants him right now. So if no one can offer him a good enough contract, he will end up at Williams because I think he said it'd be dumb of me to just not consider and like a wide open seat, especially if it's right there. Like he's been waiting for a seat for
Yeah.
quite a couple years now, so I don't think he'd pass up on an F1 seat. I don't think anyone would, unless you have
No,
another one
totally.
lined up. And then let's
Um.
see, yeah.
So yeah, so we've got some news on F1 posted like the driver pairings for next year and who has been confirmed and whatnot. So also earlier this week, not well, yes, Yuki Tsunoda, he got confirmed for another year at AlphaTauri. So that kind of seals the deal, at least at AlphaTauri. Who knows what's gonna happen with Gasly? But more and more seats are getting filled up, so it I feel like it'll be interesting to see.
Red Bull would let go of Gasly, but the thing is, um, they just don't have a replacement for him. That's why
Mm-hmm.
he hasn't been released.
No, totally, I can totally see that. But I think I think it's pretty likely either drives for Williams, but I know that he's also this will lead into my next thing I want to talk about is Alpine. They had a test drive over the 3 break that included Nick DeVries and Antonio Giovinazzi. So I know he's also been talked about possibly going to Alpine. So I don't know if you're Nick DeVries, do you if you can pick, do you pick Williams or Alpine?
Alpine. Well, actually, well, I don't know. Um, it's tough because you look at like Alpine and you think, why are so many like top people leaving?
Hmm.
Like Daniel Ricciardo, he left
Mm-hmm.
when it was Renault, and that was, I think he came in 4th in the constructor championship or something like that, or it's like a decent team. And then Williams just sucks. I
Yeah,
just
they went
don't think
downhill.
Williams is good at all. It's like it also Alpine cut ties with Alan Prost too, so
Oh, they did?
that's what I thought that was old news.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Maybe,
Gosh, dude,
yeah,
I'm bad at this. I gotta get better at it, but I didn't know
yeah.
this. What the
Yeah, you're
heck?
hosting this
I think I
podcast.
could be wrong.
Gosh, I've been out of it, man. I've been out of it. What surprises me is freaking Antonio Giovinazzi is in talks of possibly getting a race seat, which
I mean, to be fair, he wasn't
But where did
bad.
Mick Schumacher fit in this equation? Because they're not gonna go to Haas probably.
no, I mean it's
Well,
looking
Nick
pretty
won't
likely
do
that
it.
he's gonna leave or they're
Yeah.
not gonna re-sign him.
Yeah, Haas has an open seat right now, which I think Gio might go to, but it's not 100% sure yet.
I don't know. I mean, I get he wasn't a bad driver, agreed, but do you take, I guess, someone who you've seen drive and hasn't had the greatest results, or do you kind of gamble on a new young driver? Because we've also seen with like Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, kind of George Russell, Charles Leclerc, like these younger drivers are kind of like getting the hang of things like a lot quicker. Where I feel like, good.
Well, that's because they're good. That's
Yes.
why.
Okay. True. Obviously, yeah. No, I haven't heard any like spot out names in F2. Like I know Alpine also had their academy driver Jack Doohan test during their test, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I feel like I find it unlikely that Antonio comes back, but prove me wrong. I don't know. Prove me.
I mean, who else would go into that Haas seat? The only other person would be like Daniel Ricciardo or something like that.
That's what I would think.
Because Haas doesn't have a young driver system set up.
I think if you're Haas, you take Daniel if he's willing for a pay cut.
Big pay cut.
That's the only but that's the whole thing is Daniel like hasn't really like stated that he's like he wants to say, and he said he definitely said he's like I'm okay with taking like a break.
Yeah.
But I think
he's more in the mindset of what will be the best for future Daniel. Like it doesn't really mean
true.
Running is more of like constructor champion and F1 champion status kind of thing.
And that's the thing. I don't think he should just get in a car just to get into a car. I think he does kind of need like a mind shift and like just a refocusing on, because we all know he's got talent, but the question is like, will he like be able to focus and kind of get it back in a way, and adapt to another car, or is he just kind of like a one-hit wonder?
One-hit wonder? What the?
Okay,
that phrasing was a little off.
8-hit wonder. Okay, I think he's won like 8 Grand Prix.
8-hit wonder.
Oh,
yeah.
whatever.
You're gonna say that about your favorite F1 driver?
My screensaver.
Yeah.
Poor Danny Rick. Oh,
the thing is, you have to remember he doesn't really adapt to cars.
Yeah.
See, It's like, was it the Renault? It was kind of meant for him. Its front end was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But it goes back to McLaren, how weird the car is to drive, because Daniel hasn't been the driver to adapt his driving style to different cars. Like he's very much a front end grip driver.
Yeah.
So, and he doesn't seem like he likes to stray so far from that, if that makes sense.
No, yeah. I don't know, man. Do you guys think Zhou Guanyu will keep his seat next year?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Think so.
They're going to China next year.
That's true. That actually would be terrible. That'd be bad press.
That was one of the main sticking points to bringing China back, because
there's a Chinese driver on that grid.
Yeah, he's
and he's done really well
market.
considering.
But
teammate is
I've also heard that China is still have really strict restrictions on who can enter the country because of the whole COVID thing. So I could see it possibly. I mean, things are getting better, I think. I don't know. We call it what you will. I don't know how it is in different countries. Obviously, it started in China, so they've been more on edge. But, you know, if it doesn't get better in their country, I mean, we could all, like, this race may not even happen. But, yeah, I could definitely see Zhou sticking with Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
You guys should check out F1's Instagram, because they just posted a video of Valtteri Bottas naked in the sauna.
He's always naked.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's kind of it on like my talking points that I had. Do you guys have anything else that you'd like to bring up?
You kind of moved pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. But we can go back to the races and we just talk about them.
Moved pretty fast, man. We've been grinding podcast for 30 minutes already.
Yeah, 30 minutes. We went through 5 topics.
Like, yes, we did. Just we're rapid.
We didn't really go into anything.
No, because I don't want to be up late tonight.
Oh, why didn't you say that?
No, let's dive in. What do you want to dive in about, Kevin?
Well, we can at least talk about the races since Big Man has to get his beauty sleep.
Okay.
But
Jared's gone again.
Obviously, we have Bahrain to start.
The race next year, you mean? The calendar?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you, Jared.
Like, obviously, start off with Sakir, and then Saudi Arabia. Australia,
I like Bahrain as an opening Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's a very exciting fast track, so it's a good one to start off with.
It is. I like it. I mean, obviously this year we had a good opening race.
Yeah.
In Australia,
there was a lot to it.
Yeah, there was. I know Australia is like known for it, but I think it's good to. I like Bahrain. I think it's a good opener.
Yeah. And then obviously Saudi Arabia is just a really fast track. It's one of the faster tracks on the calendar, if not the fastest, if I can remember correctly. And then obviously Australia, they changed the track this year, so there was a little bit more passing than usual. China, I don't want to say a new track, but it's they're bringing it back for the first time in a while, so that'll be fun to watch again. Let's see, Baku.
I like Baku.
It's just like it's a street track with lots of
it's Monaco, but you can actually get racing. That's what I think. I think Miami's kind of controversial. I think the race. I think they got to change the structure of everything.
Yeah,
if they want it to be better this year.
Yeah, they can put fake water in there. Then obviously we go to Imola after that. Monaco.
We already did a race schedule.
Yeah, but I'm just like going through everything and how we feel.
Do you guys think Monaco should still be on the grid?
I think so. I like it. It brings people in.
Yeah, it's such an iconic track that if you took it off, it'd just kind of be I don't know. It's just one of those races that it just kind of has to stay because
Has to stay.
it's been in F1 for so long.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of the same thing. Like I was gonna get to Spa, but like it's kind of in the topic. Like they almost didn't renew the Spa
Mm-hmm.
contract because Spa didn't want to or either couldn't put up enough money.
Yeah.
It's like they were because the other tracks. At least I don't know what the other tracks were, but at least off the top of the head is South Africa.
Mm.
That was supposed to be that was being considered into the
I know they
A
talked
lot
about it
of
like it
people were
was a kind of a
disappointed about
done
that.
deal.
yeah they did exactly.
So that was kind
But
of
it was all kind of contingent on Spa though, because it was kind of on the edge at the moment
yeah.
when all those talks were going on. But yeah, and then we go to Barcelona. the Barcelona. We go to Canada. Canada's. I didn't watch
I
this
like
race. Didn't it
Canada.
rain?
It was
I don't
okay.
remember if it rained,
Oh, okay.
but
But yeah.
I like the track.
Oh, that's what I was gonna talk about. There's rain forecast for the Singapore Grand Prix.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, you brought that up
I
earlier.
would
Yeah,
love to
that'll be
see
interesting.
rain because I don't think it would
Yeah.
necessarily affect racing, but I would love to see how it affects strategy.
Yeah,
It won't
so
affect
there
racing.
is-
Okay. In terms
It
of I
won't
don't.
affect
Sorry,
racing.
that's not what
Please
I meant.
rephrase.
Hold on. Okay. I mean, like you said, Singapore is already a hard place to like overtake.
Right.
Then again, I don't. My track knowledge isn't great. I just feel like even if it rains, it's like I feel like it's not. It's just gonna slow everything down. But I think that I think we'll see a lot of different strategies, and I think like that'll interest me more.
You think this boosts Alonso's chances for winning?
What?
What? Where did Alonso come
That's
from,
out of
dude?
left
What the?
field.
Winning the race because it's raining.
Okay, I mean,
What does
no,
Alonso have to do with anything?
that was out of left field, man.
Yeah.
You don't see like every race that's rained, he's pulled like the really good results out of it.
I need a fact check from this man.
Well,
You
that's
gotta-
because
you come-
when it comes to rain, it changes a lot. Like was it like Williams last year in Spa? Like it was it was an amazing wet car.
Mm-hmm.
Car for the wet. So
You
I
know
mean,
what?
George finished in was it third
Second.
or second? Yeah, exactly. Like
It's
Okay.
raining. It's raining, so I predict Lance Stroll will win the Grand Prix. you
Oh,
heard it
trust
here
me,
first.
This actually happened. It was one of the races that started raining, and the Alonso got position 2 in the qualifying.
Okay, but what year was this?
This was this year.
Really?
Yeah, didn't he get knocked down though?
Was that was Canada, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Canada, he started
I'll look it up
second.
now.
Yeah, it was 100% Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had like car problems or something, right?
Okay, maybe over one lap. Over one lap, he may qualify better. But in a race, there's no chance.
Yeah. You got
And-
Max.
You
Max is
would
pretty good in the
literally
wet.
have to get Mercedes, Red Bull, and Ferrari to all DNF, I feel like, or have a bad race. Literally, like one of them's gonna win.
Yeah. Because was it Verstappen is good in the wet for Red Bull.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how good Checo is. Honestly,
George is pretty
Mercedes, George is pretty
wet,
good.
yeah.
Hamilton's pretty good. Ferrari,
I think
honestly don't know
Carlos
how
is
the-
pretty good in the wet.
Is he? I honestly don't know how the
Odds
Ferrari
aren't
drivers are
that
good in
good
the
for
wet.
this race.
What?
His odds are not that good for this race. I mean, it's,
Carlos?
Yeah, they're okay. It's pretty like tight in like 3, 4, 5, 6 area. Max Verstappen has pretty good odds. Obviously negative 250. Charles Leclerc actually is in second with plus 400, so he's the favorite for second.
Oh, this is the Vegas thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just the odds of them winning.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Plus 400. That's kind of big.
Who's
compared
plus
to,
400?
Charles Leclerc.
And then what's Max?
Max is negative 250.
To win?
250. I thought you said one.
Yeah, so if you bet
Wow.
$100, you get 250.
No,
so
it's
does
the other.
Charlie-
It's the other way around.
sorry, I'm sorry,
You have to
yeah,
put
yeah,
in
yeah.
250 to get
Yes,
100.
yes, my mistake. Yeah.
And for Leclerc, you have to put in 100 to get 400.
So
Assuming that
are they saying that Leclerc has a better chance of winning?
No.
Oh,
No,
because you have
worse.
to pay more.
Yes.
Gotcha.
You have to pay more for Max to win the same amount as Leclerc.
Okay. Gotcha. That's why I don't go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Not that I can even gamble, but
Yeah.
where were we?
Back to the track. Red Bull Ring. Red Bull Ring's always I think is a pretty exciting track. Silverstone, fast track, fun. Hungry.
Want to know TV's odds? Just for
Okay.
little giggles.
Okay. Okay, Jared. I think it's time to go. Time for bed. All right, these you gotta recoup, and you gotta just let go of GoTV. He's gone. All right. You can deliver him a bottle of Nutella and some Red Bull and say thank you for your service, but it's time to go now.
Plus 300,000. Those are really good odds,
dude.
All I need is just $1 on there, and
dude, imagine you won.
that would be astonishing.
There's literally no chance.
If it does rain, it could bring the backpack up.
I feel bad for him, man.
Why?
I really do. I don't know. He's a good guy, but I looked on his Instagram, and like every post is like looking for a good result today in today's race, and I'm just like, every race results like P18 or lower, and I feel bad for him, man. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, to be fair, when he was racing, was it George Russell? He would have finished above him if George didn't race for Mercedes and he didn't step in for Hamilton.
True.
To be fair.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, and then obviously you got Hungary with the Hungaroring. After that, Spa.
Yeah.
Spa is just a fun one to watch. Zandvoort, not a lot of passing, but I think it's just a fun one to watch just because of that last corner.
Yeah.
Especially. Let's see. Then you got Monza. Monza's fun, fast track. We'll see if the curse lives on.
So
see if,
when's the summer break?
Before?
Oh, July 30th. That's so we have Belgium and then we've got the break. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Monza. We'll see if the curse lives on. See if
oh, dude,
Max,
I would love to see
DNS,
that. That'd be wild, bro. That'd be really wild.
It carries on a whole way.
That'd be crazy.
Then we got Singapore again. That'll be interesting. We'll see how we'll see how it turns out this year or this weekend. Japan. Honestly, I personally haven't seen it.
I've heard it's a good track.
But yeah, I've also heard it's a good track. So we'll see. We'll see this year. And Qatar. Austin. I feel like Austin's a pretty good track.
Austin's a pretty good track. George actually mentioned that if there's a track that Mercedes would win, he said it'd be Austin.
I guess that's fair. I mean, it is a pretty smooth track because it's actually a racing track and not a street track.
Yeah, so that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Very interesting to see.
Mexico City.
Mexico's a good one.
Yeah. I wanted to go see it because I have family that live like 20 minutes away from the track.
Oh, actually. Really?
Yeah, but we'll see.
Cool.
Brazil is just always fun.
I like Brazil.
You can always rely on Hamilton to perform. I feel like
I just listened to the podcast of Timo Glock, the guy that he was the guy that basically gave Lewis the title, his first title in 2008. That was a pretty good podcast, but he was talking about it. Made me think of Brazil. Do we think Las Vegas will be a dud?
What do you mean by dud?
Like, do we think it will provide good racing?
I'm gonna say it'll be a
Oh.
no.
Honest, no.
There's just it just looks like straightaways and not
That's
like
what I'm
any
saying. There's the
turn.
long
there's
ass
like,
straight and then like
there's,
4
like-
turns.
Yeah, there's 4 nice big straightaways, and then there's like 1 chicane, and then like I think in total there might be like 10 turns.
Dude, it's
I mean that's still a good amount, but
yeah.
just the way they kind of structured it, it's yeah.
It'll be interesting. And
Yeah,
then
definitely interesting.
Abu Dhabi. I think we need a new closer for the season.
Really? What would
I don't like
out of
it.
the races we have right now, what would you have to be the closer?
Brazil.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people's would be Brazil.
I feel like Abu Dhabi. I feel like just doesn't give like good enough racing. Like to be like I feel like
a lot of
I think it was pretty good. Like
long
last
track
year's
is-
okay,
closer was
last
pretty
year.
exciting.
Okay, last year is like that's subject. Like it's
Like
like
even if you take out the
incident?
last 6, yeah, exactly, the incident, we can even say the last 10 laps. It was still pretty exciting. Like yeah,
No, I think there's
Without
so
the
many spots
incident-
on that track you can pass.
exactly, yeah.
I think with the changes they made to the track that helped that the turn in, like those changes helped. But I feel like if you look over the course of the years of it being the final race, there haven't been like amazing results. I don't know. Hot
Well,
take.
you have to remember that Mercedes literally dominated for a couple
True.
years.
Okay, true. Very true.
They really dominated for like 5, like 8 years.
I don't know. They pay a lot of money, so they're going to be last for a while, I bet.
Yeah.
But I think this brings us into a good time to have our podium predictions for the Singapore Grand Prix. Hope you guys have been thinking about this all podcast because I have
I
not.
was not.
Does anyone have their predictions yet or no? Got to think of it a little bit.
Well, I'm losing right now, so I
Yeah, you got to come up
I
with a
got
win, man. So just
I know.
so I've got 10 points. Jared has 8, and Kevin has 4.
To be fair,
Okay.
I'm gonna bring this up again. If we're going off qualifying positions, I was spot on for 2 races in a row.
Maybe next season we can do quali. We can do quali and race if
Oh,
that'll
boy.
make you happy. Well,
It
okay.
would.
Think of your quali predictions and then just
And then
switch
change
them.
it.
Switch them. Just switch them.
Completely change everything.
Yeah. Like don't even have those 3 drivers on it. I've got mine. Mine are I feel like are always the same. I've got Max in first, of course. I think Charles will get second. And I think Russell will get third.
Oh my gosh.
I got
That
Max.
Yeah, that was exactly what I
Okay,
was
Kev, you
thinking,
got
but
Max?
I'm changing up this week.
Max Leclerc Science.
Max Leclerc signs.
This is a street track, so I don't know how well Mercedes can do it.
See, I just go in like with feel. I don't even know the track or who's gonna do the best. I'm just like, hey, it's been working for me. Jared, what do you got, man?
Okay. I'm gonna go with Max, Charles, Lando in third.
Lando!
Yeah.
That's a boldie,
Yeah.
bro.
That is bold. That is very bold.
That's.
I was gonna go for an outside shot, but that's a bold one for sure.
What about Alonso, bro? You hyped him up, man. He's gotta be
Okay,
in there.
Alonso's gonna be up there. Alonso's gonna be up there. No, not Alonso. Lando Norris.
No, I think honestly, I think Alonso probably gets fourth or fifth.
Fourth or fifth. Okay, I could see that. I could potentially see a fifth. I could see a fifth. Oh, that's funny though, Lando. He's like he wanted to get us thinking about Alonso, and he's like, nope,
Yeah.
I actually meant
A
Lando.
little curveball at the end.
he's coming through. Yeah, that's an interesting one. What's his highest? Has he gotten a podium this year?
No.
Ooh, so man, Jared,
Fifth place.
We'll see. Well,
No,
if we all
I'm
get
shooting
first,
for rain.
all of our first and seconds are the same, so
Yeah,
we
it's
could
literally
come
gonna
out of
come down to
this
the-
with a tie.
yeah, possibly.
Yeah, it'll literally come down to the third.
Oh.
So we'll see. Russell for me, Lando, and Sainz.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Could be
I
a
think-
long shot for Lando.
I think his highest finish is fifth this year.
Lando?
No, Alonso.
Oh, Lonzo.
Yeah.
You're asking for a lot, Jared. Asking for a lot. But that's the thing. If it rains, I'm very curious to see the strategy and how things will play out in the whole tire situation. What will happen? Maybe we'll see Albon go the whole race on wets.
George Russell.
What about Russell?
Someone pick Russell.
I did. I picked Russell for third. I like Russell. He's my guy.
What happened
He
to
did
Hamilton?
say,
You were all Hamilton last
it'd
year.
be a-
I like Russell. I'm not like against Hamilton, but like Russell's the next gen.
That's
Next gen. Okay, one last topic. Lewis stated that I'll always be a Mercedes driver, and he
Right.
kind of like said that he doesn't have any plan on stopping soon. Is Hamilton the next Alonso, where he stays till he's like 43?
no. I
No?
don't think so. I
Do you
don't
think
so.
if he wins another
I
championship,
think
he
at a certain
retires?
point it's
Yeah.
done. If
I mean,
he
he-
wins another one, yeah.
You have to remember that he had the clause that if he got another championship last year, he was gonna retire.
Mm.
He got the clause that he'd be able to retire and he wouldn't be He probably wouldn't be racing this year.
See, I I brought this up last podcast, but I still have the whole thing where I feel like I feel like he'd be like lost without racing. But then again, he's got his
He still does a lot of fashion and other things.
Well,
he has
that-
other hobbies
and
other than racing.
he's got his own race team.
exactly. Like he has other things to worry about.
I don't know. Anyways, that was a quick little thing, but I don't know. We'll see. I hope it does rain. I want it to rain. I want it to rain.
It'll definitely be interesting. It'd be a very interesting welcome
I feel like
race.
we haven't gotten a
Welcome
rainy
back race.
race in a while,
Oh.
right?
Like true rain, I don't think so.
I don't even know if we'll get true rain.
I want
mean,
to see rain so George Russell gets hope again, just for the team to squander it again. Wait, no, was that it was Lando that happened to, didn't it?
Lando and Russia last year.
Yeah, was it last year that happened?
Well, Lando just didn't
Or he
decide
was
not to go
closing
back
in
in for
for next
wets.
All right.
Or intermediates. He was on slicks the whole time.
I got
Okay,
I
yeah,
got
we're
one more
going
question for you guys.
Yeah.
What's your wild take on the race? Like wild prediction on the race?
Wild prediction.
Like a wild
I think
prediction.
I have a wild one.
Okay,
Let's see.
Lando doesn't like it's gotta be wild, bro.
Let me look.
I
I'd say.
I said that in unison.
I know.
No. Oh,
Now the camera comes
There you
back
go.
on.
There you go.
Wow.
I don't know why it wasn't off. Or was off.
um
I'm gonna say, you think how many virtual safety cars do you think that'd be?
Oh, dude, that's a good get. Well,
I'm gonna
because
say 2.
not that I'm
Uh,
like I don't know if we should add more points, but like if we did a wild prediction and then you got it right, you could get some extra
That's some
points.
prop predictions.
I say one.
One safety car or VSC?
I thought we're doing like.
It was
I thought we said
encapsulated both.
we said safety car.
Oh, safety car. No, I didn't hear what he said.
Well, you can just encapsulate it on the same thing. I think it'd be too
Oh.
hard just to do both.
I say 3 then.
I predict 2 red flags.
Red
Red flag.
flag.
Red flags.
Ah.
Damn. 2 of them. That's bold.
Mm-hmm. It's a bold prediction.
That is very
Yeah.
bold.
So Jared,
I'ma say-
what's your thing? What's your
Yeah,
How
I
many?
said 2 safety cars.
2 safety cars?
I mean, it could be either virtual or regular.
Yeah, I say 3.
Okay. What's your own unique?
Actually, no, I take it back. I go back to 1.
One safety car?
Yep, 1 VSC.
One
That's it.
VSC. That's
I
it.
think there's
Another
gonna be like a
one,
DNF
another
or a
one.
crash, and they're gonna have to do it one like full safety car or VSC.
Another bold prediction. I'm gonna say Alonso in fifth.
Oh my goodness! You don't get
I
any.
mean, he's pretty consistent. I don't know if that's very bold. He's been pretty
You're not getting
consistent.
any extra. You're not getting any
It's
extra
really
points
Finish
for
fifth,
it.
sixth or seventh.
You're not getting any extra points for it. All right, that's all I'm saying.
That's
I
fine.
think. I say. Joe in the points.
But is that bold?
No, I don't think so.
Is that
he's
bold?
got
Is that bold
range now.
enough?
Oh, I'm just. This.
You know what would
this
be
just a
bold
guess
is
for me.
Latifi in the points.
No, that's. I wouldn't even say that's bold. That's. I love the guy, but that's just something
Impossible.
else. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Say, something bold is Daniel Ricciardo scoring points.
That's that's
That
actually
would be a
very
bold.
true.
That would be bold.
That would be true.
Yeah.
I
What
don't-
about Botas? He's been getting a lot
Gosh,
of DNF
but that's I don't think that's his fault.
That's the car. That's not
Yeah,
actually
the
him.
car has been rubbish. I don't know why I just turned
Fine, I change it.
British. But what's
Came
that?
back in the
It's a lot.
points.
Absolute.
You know what?
maniac.
I'm gonna accept that
Came back in the
because
points.
he's been kind of rubbish lately. That
What?
question.
The last point, it was just rough for him. That's it.
I feel like I feel like Haas in general are kind of going on a downhill spiral also.
Well, that's because they don't have enough. They don't have enough funds
Money.
to keep on producing.
They're
stuff
like,
right
we have
now.
enough money to get through like 3 races and perform really good, but after that, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Do you guys Do you guys want to have points for these wild predictions?
Sure.
Nah, I think we should just I
Do
don't
for
know.
fun.
Yeah, do
Keep
for
the
fun.
podium. All right, I like that. Subject to change. Subject to change. We'll put that out there. We'll put out. Well, you never.
If I get points, then you can give them.
If Kevin gets it right, he gets 10 points. If Jared gets it right, 0, because Jared doesn't want any points. No. Alrighty. I think that wraps up the podcast.
Yep.
Man, I did not think we'd go this long, but no.
Well, I decided because a 30-minute podcast.
No, I'm fine with it. You know, I really want to do this, and I know I keep saying it, but I've been lazy. I need to start posting on TikTok, because TikTok is like where it's at, man. I want to do like clips of us talking, and then like what we're talking about underneath it. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, but I think this is a topic for later.
whatever, man. Whatever. Anyways, thank you guys for listening yet again. Please share the podcast and grow the community. All is much appreciated. Comment on the YouTube VODs what your race predictions are for the Singapore Grand Prix, and if Max will beat the record and get over 13 races in the season. Anyways,
Make sure to join the Patreon.
yeah, join the Patreon at. Just kidding, don't have one yet. But stay tuned. Never know. Who knows? Join the Twitch, Twitter. Actually, don't have those, but stay tuned. You never know. Coming at you hot and quick. But thanks for listening, and we will see you guys next Monday for the Singapore Grand Prix race debrief. All right. Bye-bye. Peace.
Yeah.